Ruud, the last time I saw you, it was 2 days before Christmas. You had a spring in your step. You were Snapchatting members of your family. Is that spring in your step still here? Because it's been a difficult winter, hasn't it, really, for you?
Yes, it has been, but it's still there. Ups and downs, of course. I have to say, seeing the team fight and compete and are very close to more results, what they deserved, what we deserved, then it's hard. It's a hard one to take. It takes the day and the next day, and then the spring is back. Then the spring is back because you're starting to think on the next week, on preparing the team, showing them, okay, where can we improve? What are we doing better? What are we going to train in the week? And what's the next opponent? How are we preparing for that? So then the spring comes back, but of course you have to be resistant and resilient to be able to get knocks on the chin and get knocked out sometimes and get up again. That's what's happening, and you have to be able to do.
Have you found, since you've been here, that you become more resilient then and showing more resistance?
Yeah, I think it's something that I've in the short period here that I had to learn, you know, dealing with losing games and yeah, become resilient there in a sense of looking back at the team, looking at the process, and of course the result is one, but have a look at the process as well, and what are we doing and how are we improving. So that helps in me to keep going.
How long does it take then for you to say you've come off a poor performance, or maybe a poor result, or maybe you feel something hasn't gone your way? How do you lift yourself before you lift the players?
Yeah, you have to rest. I have to rest, you know, after a game. Of course, you look at the game back, but after that you can start relaxing, and that is important to have a half a day or the next morning to calm down, to really get things settled before you can go to the next challenge. And it's what I need, and it can be doing a gym session or
to Pearl Jam.
A Pearl Jam in the eves, in a gym session is the ultimate one. Or a walk, or a dinner with friends, or going back home quickly to see my family. Those are things, you know, to get out of this current situation and get really inspired for the next step. And yeah, I had to do it a couple of times so far.
Has that always been your routine though? The way you deal with situations, whether you win, draw or lose? Because some managers, they go straight into the next game, literally 10 minutes, 24 hours the day after.
Yeah, sometimes you have to, because the games are so thick and fast over the Christmas and the festive period. You have less time to recover. But when you have a little bit more time, as a player, I also took a bit of time, you know, to get my head round the last game and looking at the next. That's how the program is also built in the week. I try to build a program in the week here as well, to get the players and the staff, you know, be able to recover from games.
I want to know more about this. You took time out after PSV. You went travelling, Argentina, different sort of continents, to try and look at different cultures, different ways of football being played, and the sort of thinking behind it. And you hear often that managers do that, take that time out after the job in between. Eddie Howe did it as well. What do you learn as managers when you go to these different continents and the culture around the football in those environments? What do you take out of it?
Yeah, a lot. I mean, in Argentina, I sensed the passion for the game in extreme ways in the Super Clásico, but also in combination with two fantastic conversations with Martin de Michelis, who was the River Plate manager at the time, and the former River Plate manager, Marcelo Gallardo, and they gave me their time to speak with them, a couple of hours about managing a team, on managing people, but also how to train, how to prepare games, different tricks, and it's like that combination is the summum of those travels. You get a feel of from the outside of fans and passion and stadiums, etc., but also from the inside. And later on in my trip to Madrid with Carlo Ancelotti and my trip to Seville with Manuel Pellegrini, similar exchange of experience, what it's like to lose a game and win a game, or different situations that you come across as a manager in the media, etc., etc., etc. So valuable, yeah.
How does the media over there then, or in those experiences that you had compared to here? Because everybody talks about the Premier League and this being the best league in the world, but you talked about the fan base, the supporters, the media, the names you've just mentioned there of who you actually spoke to and had that time with.
Yeah, it was amazing, and sharing their experience and mine as well, and sort of learn from that, from each other, and you can use it in your job now in a daily basis, and be able to share those things within managers, because there's not many managers, you know.
You're a manager.
I'm a manager, but to be able to speak to some and to really open up and share insights. So it's not every day that you bump into managers where you can sit down and have a coffee with. So there's big moments.
I only smile at the word manager because you don't get many managers now. They're all head coaches, but you're a manager.
Oh, okay, it's the same.
But it's the same. As far as you're concerned, it's exactly the same.
It's exactly the same. It is exactly. I think if for me a head coach it would be a better wording, the way I see the way a club should function, with the technical director in charge of the players coming in and out, of course, in together with the head coach, and then I believe then you can build the culture of a team and the playing style and the recruitment in that style. Then you can really build in a club, I think.
But having that time out after PSV, is it something you always wanted to do on this pathway that you're on?
I think you want to continue in your job.
Ideally,
but I know as well in this job, it's a results game. You know, it's part of your job to be in a situation where you're not in a job. So, and then it's good to take your time and use your time to rest, one, and two, to learn and to speak and to travel and learn from others who have great experience. So that is always nice to do. I
know it's been tough for you in terms of the results that you've experienced so far. I often wonder though how much of it mentally is hard, because physically players go out, they do their thing, they know what they're doing, but mentally how much work goes into it to be at the very top of your game?
No, a lot, and that's why I think physically I have to be physically really fit to handle it, the mental parts, what has been asked of me. So I have to work out, I have to do my running and my workouts. If not, and then it's hard to deal with that mental, what it costs mentally.
So that's your routine, to deal with the mental work and side of things. Yeah,
physically I have to be top fit to be able, to handle what's going on, what the demands are, I have to say, to be in this league.
Your players, do they have to do their mental work as well? Like, I don't know how you can apply it to a routine, but maybe take half an hour of every single day just to focus on perhaps mentally what they see, how they visualise scoring goals, winning matches. Is that as important as what they do on the training ground?
It is as important, yes, because we know that as a promoted side, and we all knew historically as well, it's going to be a hell of a fight to stay up. And we are competing with an amount of brutally good teams.
And adversity as well.
And adversity. So we have to be strong. So it's the physical part and it's the mental part where we have to accept that we're going to lose more games than that we're going to win. It's a fact. But we have to win enough games to stay up. That is the target. And that's why you have to be physically top and also mentally be able to put that to the side and focus on the next. And the players do really well there.
But for you as the challenge as well, I've read things in newspapers and online, which probably you shouldn't really do, but that's what people do. Do you feel you came here at the right time, or was it the right job at the wrong time with what you've had to face since?
I think for me, I accepted the challenge with the preparations I took, and knowing what I know now, I would still have done it.
Because you like the challenge?
Or
the development of the players or progress?
I like the process. I like what we're doing every day. I like what I am doing with my team, to implement certain standards, to talk with recruitment on building on a team of certain profiles, how to play, how to go into the future. It's something what I like, what I love, and what I feel that will bring results in the end. But of course, I know that it's also the now. It's the results. It's a results game, and I need results, and we all need results to stay in the job and to stay in the league.
What's your average day like? Out of interest.
Yeah.
I love an average day, mate.
An average day. An average working day.
Yeah, just an average day for you.
Yeah, no, it's long days. It's long days. It's more or less out of bed at 7 and leaving the house at 8 and come back in the house at
when it's dark.
7ish, 8ish as well, and rest a couple of hours and there's a new day, and that's a responsibility. That is also a lot of work has to be done together with all the people here. To be able to lead that part and bringing in ways of working and standards that can help the club forward is what I love.